Hello, I'm the History Guru. Today on History's Tidbits, we'll look at this day in history. This day proved an eventful one for England and the future British Empire. Henry V defeats the French army at Agincourt, despite being outnumbered 5-1. But then again, it's the French.
We few, we happy few, we band of brothers.
George III of England gets crowned. 20 years later, he gets owned.
Colonies.
During the Battle of Balaclava in the Crimean War, a brigade of British light infantry mounts its infamous and fatal charge against the Russian artillery. Nearly a century later, the Conservatives control Parliament after winning the general election, allowing Winston Churchill to avenge Attlee's defeat of him and become Prime Minister again at 76 years old.
We are the chosen few. All of you will be damned. There is no place in heaven for you. We can't have heaven crammed.
Senator Thomas Walsh of Montana releases a report of his subcommittee's investigation into the Teapot Dome scandal. It will lead to the first cabinet member in American history being sent to prison, Secretary of the Interior Albert B. Fall. Japan's defeat of Leyte Gulf 20 years later in the world's largest sea engagement ever, and hopefully ever, begins its suicidal reliance on kamikaze attacks until the end of World War II. A few years later in the next conflict, the People's Liberation Army, or PLA, swarms across the Yalu River to save North Korea from liberation, and really from itself, because it always needs it. Going into the 1960s, for participating in a sit-in, Martin Luther King Jr. gets sentenced to 4 months in jail. 2 years later, this same day, Nelson Mandela receives a sentence of 5 years. And on that same day in 1962, Adlai Stevenson makes his famous speech to the UN Security Council, proving that the Soviets have installed nuclear missiles in Cuba. That's it for this Tidbits video. Was there anything you'd want a full video developed to delve into? Any questions or curiosities? Feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, I hope you've enjoyed. This is the History Guru, and thank you all for watching.